Hello and welcome to 6.1 Notes for Algebra 1A. Today we're going to be solving systems by graphing, and you have to know how to graph linear equations, and then what we will do, see where they meet. A system of equations is a collection of two or more equations with a same set of unknowns, for instance, x and y's, m's and n's. A solution to a system is a point on the graph where each equation that is a point that is on the graph of each equations in the system. And determine if a point is a solution to a system, it has to be making all the equations true when evaluated. So let's do these. So the first thing, determine if the ordered pair is a solution to the system of inequalities. So I want to know if 8, 2, which means x is 8 and my y is 2. So I'm going to substitute that into both equations. So 8 minus 2, does that equal 6? 6 equals 6, that is yes. So far so good. In the next equation, I do twice of 8 minus 10 times 2. Does that equal 4? Let's see. So that's 16 minus 20 equal 4. Well, 16 minus 20 is negative 4, does not equal 4, so this answer is no. That is not a solution to both equations, to the system of equations. The next one, my x is 5 and my y is negative 6. So 6 times 5 plus 3 times negative 6, does that equal 12? So 30 minus 18 or plus negative 18, does that equal 12? 12 equals 12, so far so good. That one's okay. It works in the first equation. How about the second one? So 4 times 5 plus negative 6, does that equal 14? So 20 plus negative 6, does that equal 14? 14 equals 14, that is a good. So yes, this point is a yes. It works in both equations, so yes, it is a solution to the system of equations. Next thing, to solve a linear system by graphing, graph each equation and look for the point of intersection. So notice on this one, they meet at this point here, which we would call x1 and y1, or just x comma y. No solution, you have lines that are parallel. And what do you know about parallel lines? They have the same slope. Infinitely many solutions, so that would be, it's the same line twice, so it's the same line, both equations. So there we go. All right, so we're going to solve this system by graphing. So y equals 3x minus 2. So if I'm graphing this equation, I'll graph it in red. I start at negative 2 and then up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. And then you draw a line to there. Let's graph this one in purple. So y equals 4, so I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, draw a horizontal line at 4. Now I'm not liking that red line too well, so let me add a few points to that to make it a little better. So let's get rid of this line. So up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1, I can see it meets right there. So sometimes it's helpful to put more than 1 point on that line, or more than 2, I mean. So my solution is right here, and so your answer would be 2, comma 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is my solution. Let's do a check on that. So does 4 equal 3 times 2 minus 2? So that's 4. Does that equal 6 minus 2? So 4 equals 4. And in the last one, it says y equals 4, so 4 equals 4. That is yes. So 2 comma 4 for this example is correct. The next one, solve this system by graphing. We could solve this one for y. So you could say y equals, so move over your 2x. Let's do that better. So I'm going to minus 2x on both sides. So I can say y equals 3 minus 2x. So I'm going to start at 3, 1, 2, 3, and the slope is negative 2, so down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1. Let's look at the next one here, same thing. So I have negative y equals 2 minus 3x, moving that 3x to the other side. Divide by negative 1. So y equals negative 2 plus 3x. So that one I'm going to start at negative 2 and then go up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. So my solution then is where the two lines meet. So you would say at 1, 1. Let's do a check on that. So check. Does 2 times 1 plus 1 equal 3? So 2 plus 1 equal 3. 3 equals 3. That's a yes. And your other one would be 3 times 1 minus 1. Does that equal 2? So 3 minus 1 equal 2. 2 equals 2. The answer is yes. So 1, 1 is correct. All right, so if it's in point slope form, find a point in the slope, graph from there. Standard form, remember, find the x and y intercepts. All right, let's see here. So this first one is in point slope form. So my point would be negative 4 comma 5, and my slope is negative 2/5. So I'm going to go back 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And slope is negative 2/5, which means down 2, right 5. Down 2, right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, somewhere in there. All right, the next one's in standard form. And you can do the XY chart on this one, which means I'm going to let x equal 0. So I'm finding the y-intercept. So 5 times 0 plus 2y equals negative 10. So I'm left with 2y equals negative 10. So y equals negative 5. The next one, let y equal 0. So that's going to be 5x plus 2 times 0 equals negative 10. So 5x equals negative 10. So x equals negative 2. So my x-intercept is negative 2. My y-intercept's negative 5. And we'll sketch that line. Let's do this equation here. I'm having a hard time with this one. So let's do 2y equals negative 10 plus 5x, or how about minus 5x when you move that over. So I'm going to minus 5x on both sides. So divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. So y equals negative 5 minus 5 over 2x. So negative 5 over 2 also means I can start at negative 5 and then go up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, left 2, and then do the same thing, up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, left 2. So I can see they match up at that point. So my solution is negative 4, comma 5. So let's do a check on that one. So is 5 minus 5 equal negative 2/5 times negative 4 plus 4? So this will give me 0 equals negative 2/5 times 0. So 0 equals 0. Okay. And then let's check the other equation, which would be 5 times 4, negative 4, plus twice of 5. Does that equal negative 10? So negative 20 plus 10 equal negative 10. Negative 10 equals negative 10. Okay. So this is correct answer. Types of solutions. You can have one solution which have different slopes. No solution, same slope, different y-intercept, and these are your parallel lines. And then infinitely many, which is same slope, same y-intercept, which means it's the same line. All right, solve this one by graphing. Y equals negative x minus 2, so I start at negative 2. Slope is negative 1, so think of this as y equals negative 1x minus 2. So put that over 1. So down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, draw the line. Likewise here, we can think of this one as y equals negative 1x plus 4. Start at 4, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. So as you can see, the slopes are the same. So the answer here is no solution. You could just write no solution. All right, solve this one by graphing. The first one's in slope-intercept, so I start at negative 2, and then go up 3, 1, 2, 3, over 2. Up 1, 2, 3, over 2. Got it? So that is that line. This one, let's make an XY chart. If I let x equal 0, I'm left with negative 2y equals 4. So y is negative 2. Because x is 0, so I'd have 3 times 0 minus twice y equals negative 4. So y equals negative 2 when you divide. Now let y equal 0, so I have 3x minus twice of 0 equals 4. So I'm left with 3x equals 4, so x equals 4 over 3 dividing by 3, which is 1 1/3. So my x-intercept is 1 1/3. So I go over 1 1/3, got it. Negative 2 is here, so you can see these are the same line. So you would say infinitely many solutions. All right, let's take that second equation now, and let's write it 3x minus 2y equals 4. Subtract 3 on both sides, 3x on both sides. So I'm left with negative 2y equals 4 minus 3x. Divide by negative 2. So you'd say y is negative 2 plus 3 over 2x. So you can see it's the same equation. All right, so using only slopes and y-intercepts, determine the number of solutions. So on the first one here, you can see slope is 2 on both of them. My y-intercept is 3. My y-intercept is negative 11. So these would be parallel lines, which is no solution. So this has an m of 2 and a y-intercept of 3. This has an m of 2 and a y-intercept of 11. The next one, this first equation, m is negative 3/4. And my y-intercept is 3. The second equation, my m is 2 over 1, or just 2. Y-intercept negative 11. So these have different slopes, different y-intercepts, so there is one solution. And the last one, the first one, the slope is 2, y-intercept is 3. You need to solve this one for y. So I'm going to minus 4x on both sides. So negative 2y equals negative 6 minus 4x. Divide by negative 2, each thing. So y equals 3 plus 2x. So my slope on this one is 2. My y-intercept is 3. So same slope, same y-intercept, so infinitely many solutions. All right, there's your assignment.